Hello all, bow tie security guy here. Sans the bow tie because it's Friday. Most of my videos are probably going to be on Friday going forward, so I'm still going to be bow tie security guy, but the odds of me being in a bow tie are pretty slim unless I record the video on a day during the week, which hasn't been very easy recently. Either way, so I wanted to tell a story of when I was ride testing at Disney. This is one of my favorite stories because I ended up kind of stuck on this ride for a good hour or two. So Maelstrom's was going through the transition into Frozen. We were maybe a few weeks from opening. There was still a ton of stuff to be done and tested. So they had a call to for ride testers. I'd been part of the test group before, mainly because I had worked on Magic Band and some other things. So I normally got to do test rides pretty often. So we all show up, and we're riding on Maelstroms, and it is basically a nightmare hellscape. Um, Olaf has no skin and looks like the Terminator, because his exoskeleton was the only thing showing, and the cover for his robot body hadn't been created yet. And there was an Imagineer sitting there working with him, working on him with a computer, which was really kind of cool to see. Uh, Elsa had no head. The effects were still going off, and the body was moving, but it was absolutely headless. And then I still remember getting to a point. We'd gone on the ride a few times. They were doing some testing for Magic Band, some other stuff, and we got to the Anna and Elsa area where they're like kind of near the end, and they're not fully completed yet. And one of the Imagineers has Anna's ear, and he's doing fine detail work, but he's like holding her ear separate from her body and just super focused on painting all these minuscule details that you will never absolutely see, but really matter to the Imagineers. Every one of the Imagineers had been working just an obscene amount of hours to try to make sure that we hit showtime in the ready date. So like everyone was haggard. There were people like laying down and kind of taking naps. I mean, it was an interesting time, right? So we're going around, all of a sudden the ride breaks down. If anyone remembers Frozen Ever After, like that road broke down a lot in the beginning. And you know, we had a lot of stuff that we had to work on, but we were stuck. I had a meeting that was starting in like maybe 5, 10 minutes, that I thought I'd be able to make it back to my desk in time, or at least to a quiet spot. That didn't happen. So the Frozen music is playing. I'm taking a call from the boat, and we're trapped for about an hour, just staring at creepy, skinless Olaf and his shiny metal, body looking like some sort of freaking Terminator. And I still remember that to this day. It was a very, very fond memory. I got to do a lot of cool stuff while I was at Disney that I look back on just fondly. It was such a fun time. And this is one of those things where you get to see behind the magic and see all of the work and the blood, sweat, and tears kind of the Imagineers pour into this ride. That was when I decided I no longer really wanted to pursue Imagineering because, man, did those guys work and girls work an obscene amount when it comes to getting things ready for prep and all the other things that come into it. They sacrifice a whole lot for families to enjoy all the cool stuff that they create. And their level of detail and the minuteness of things is absolutely breathtaking when you get an opportunity to actually stand next to it or go up to it. I'll probably share some more stories on Fridays, kind of going forward if people are interested in hearing them. But this is one of my favorites. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great weekend. Good luck out there.